Yo,
What
What
up?
up?
before we kick this off, I'd like to congratulate the LSU Tigers for winning the College World Series against Coastal Carolina.
Wait, they
5-3 was the final.
really they won?
They won.
Yeah.
Number 8, baby. Number 8.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So,
Congratulations.
what I told y'all the other day, I ain't watched them all year. I can't start watching now or they're going to lose. So I had
Hey,
to miss the championship game just so they could win.
There you go.
that's what's up, man. You should have threw a bet on that bitch too. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, bet, don't watch.
Yeah, and we're down a person today. We're down Alan today.
Yep, Alan's doing
He's
family
doing
stuff.
family-ing.
Yeah. Y'all see old Jam Wayne doing Peter Panning?
Did you
Peter
post
Pan.
that? Did you
No,
end
I
up
didn't. I
posting
forgot. I fell asleep last night.
that? Shit was crazy as fuck. I was like, this is not real. Is this motherfucker really pretending to fucking fly?
Yeah.
Bruh.
So what independent artist has access to equipment like that to make it look like you're flying through shit?
Oh, Tommy boy, Tommy boy.
Well, Tommy Boy. Dax used to be independent, but then he decided to go the Sony route.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, Dax?
Oh, Dax. You talking
Yeah,
about the
Dax.
dude who looks like Bart Simpson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a black version of Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the
He
black
yellow.
version of Bart. That's fucking great.
Right, Steve-O, I know you from that area. That's why I had to say go Tigers.
Hell yeah.
Hey, but Coastal Carolina ain't no pushover, bro.
Hell no, they in the World Series. Shit.
They can play some baseball.
The black Bart. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck he did.
A black
Yeah.
fart. What?
The black.
Hey,
It
man,
comes
if you
out
fart,
to be a wet fart.
if your fart comes out black, you might want to go hug on a toilet.
Oh my god, dude! If anything comes out of you black, go to the fucking hospital. Something serious is going on. Okay. Oh my god. But yeah, good day. LSU won. You know,
Mhm.
but
Yesterday was kind of wild. Breaking news. Breaking news.
breaking news.
Oh,
good.
U.S. of A. Drop bombs in Iran.
Yeah, we're not fucking around, dude.
Hey, completely stealth, bro. Not one Iranian plane got off the ground. They was in and out. Shoo, shoo.
Good
Stealthier than a
It was
motherfucker.
120 over 125 plus B-2 bombers that went over there.
And they
How many?
bombed the shit out of it.
How many?
I want to say there was a like 135 in total, but they just said 125 plus.
Bro, what the wait? Hold on. You said 130 like bombs?
135
Planes.
planes, the
Oh,
B-2
okay.
bombers. Yeah, they all had
I'm
bombs.
sure they
on
all
them,
had
but
ballistics on them, but
oh yeah,
only certain ones deployed their missiles.
Couldn't imagine, man. Couldn't imagine.
It was probably more of for every one plane that the bomb was gonna drop, there was probably 6, 7 planes to intercept anything else that came to stop it.
Dear gosh, bro.
You know, military tactics.
So
Oh,
do
yeah.
we know if any civilians
No,
in Iran have been fucked off?
I don't
I
think it's
don't-
been any casualties, bro. I think it was just
No.
destruction of the nuclear sites.
Well, that
So
I mean,
like
that's good.
so overall a fucking grade A on precision and
Right.
mission accomplished.
Right.
My thing is, I wish they would have done it for both. If they would have done it for Iran and know where their bases are, then they should have been bombing Israel's too, because they have secret compounds that have nukes too. They're just acting like it's only one side that's got nukes. No, motherfuckers, you got them too.
Thank you.
We need to go back over there and fuck them off too.
Yeah,
well, you know what I mean.
Bad Yaga, whatever. I've never seen you in here before, but they said 9 dead, 9 civilians, or 9 scientists or military assets.
Yeah, probably. I would imagine to say probably nine people of them. You know what I'm saying? Probably scientists.
Yeah, I would say someone who was in the bunkers.
If you can take out their scientists, then them scientists ain't gonna be able to make bombs for you anymore.
Yep.
Hey, much love, Ki Blanks.
Blanks, good to see you. But no, as far as civilian casualties, I don't think there were any, because they bombed, they direct hit the nuclear sites that were all underground. So,
so let's kind of talk about, you know, kind of what Snipe was talking about. You know, I don't know if people don't know, because there's a lot of people who don't know that Israel has a secret nuclear program that they stole from America, and they're claiming that they're the only ones that are, you know, are able and that should be able to have a secret nuclear program because, and this is coming out of their leader's mouth, because of the Holocaust.
What's up, Canada?
And they think they're better than everybody too.
Because of what, you know,
because God, you know, them Jews, even if you go talk to a Jew, they even say, hey, God, you know, God anointed us the best humans, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
he made us the chosen people.
Yeah.
And everybody else is scum.
Well, if y'all are the chosen ones, y'all are doing a terrible job at being chosen.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, the manipulation that the Zionist Jews have implemented through education, through mainstream media, through Hollywood, through music. So look at American culture, and you'll find manipulation from the Zionists.
Well, they own the Zionist Jews own entertainment industry, the entire entertainment industry. That goes for sports. That all that money's got to come from somewhere.
War movies.
Didn't they have like tattoos on them, like number tattoos? Like, didn't they like tattoo them? The Jews?
Well, the ones from the Holocaust, yeah.
I wonder if they're still on their bones.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not too sure how well tattoos work, but
it's possible.
I mean, you know.
Mine will probably just disappear with my skin.
George Redneck comedy. And I brought that up to the guys the other night. You know, just was speaking hypothetically. You know, what if? Let's just say, what if there wasn't? What if nobody actually had any nuclear weapons, and this was just a fear tactic to keep people in their place?
Well,
I don't see that, because we've had nuke and material to make nukes for years, dude.
Yes.
And scientists, you know what I'm saying? And as way as tech and shit has gone, you know, like cell phones and like, yeah, dude. I'm saying it's possible, you know what I'm saying, for people to have nukes, dude.
Because working on boats, bro, I've moved a lot of materials for nuclear sites. Now, not actual nuclear warheads, but like the modules and stuff that they use to build the outside facility, like we've pushed, dude, you talking about pieces that cost $20+ million on a fucking barge that you're fucking riding down the river with this big ass fucking dome.
Right.
So like, there is nuclear power out there.
Okay, so now if there is nuclear power out there, and you know, one person's allowed to have it, but this person's not allowed to have it.
And I think we
is allowed to have it.
That's what I'm saying. I think we know about Israel thing. Like I said, it's just gonna take a minute to
but
get
like
their shit. It's the same shit with the sex trafficking and the FC lists, because all these people are so enthralled in every aspect of our government. You know what I'm saying? They're working as that too. So until we can get that out of here, it's gonna keep happening. You know what I'm saying?
So American Crow.
Yep, I was just about to click on that comment.
That is, and so that is. I've been asking for a couple weeks now. Do we think that we're going to see another type of 9/11 attempt or type of red flag to make the people want to go fight? You know what I mean? Like,
you see, I think this is a part. These sleeper cells are actually going to backfire on their whole entire little plan they have. You know, the division in America, black, white, this, that.
This is not only in America, this is across the world. Dude, that Muslim dude, whatever the fuck, said every Muslim in the world needs to be ready to fucking fight. There are sleeper cells everywhere.
Yeah, but American Crow is talking about America. They're going to realize just how not divided Americans are if they start popping off these sleeper cells.
Yeah.
We might seem divided when it comes to certain topics in politics and shit like that. But when it comes time to fucking actually strap the boots up and go protect your property and your land and this country, you're going to find out just how not divided Americans are.
Yeah. Like I said, I think when Ryan was up here, and we appreciate you, Ryan, for coming up on our panel, dog. We, much
love, bro.
We appreciate it. Much love, man. It was a good time, bro. And I think what happened is Netanyahu has been pushing it and keep talking about the Iran's nuclear shit and not his own
since 1982.
Like I said, and we've had this immigration issue with the deportations, with the ICE and shit. I think them are the sleeper cells that are starting these protests and that are in these for a reason of, you know, if we were able to go to war with those guys, then we're not looking at our own home country with all these other fucking idiots that are doing dumb shit over here. You know? So it's what that does is it slows down our military from getting all these people deported. It's stopping our sex trafficking thing because now we have to do resources and bring everybody that is here over to there. So they're already started to do it. They've been doing it. It's just they did that with the Summer of Love back with George Floyd and shit. It's just now more people are on and keen to more of what's happening. Because a lot of people were asleep.
See, America has a tactic that no one knows about. When the rednecks and the coon asses and the fucking hillbillies and they all wake up one morning and the fucking TV screen says it's a go. Oh, they gonna be fucking happy go lucky, bro. They gonna grab firearms and they've been waiting. They've been itching for that to happen.
So, do you think that they would let us know if shit hit the fan?
They would have no choice, dude. You'd have fucking sirens going off. You'd have fucking mass broadcasts over in radio stations, news channels.
I would
every channel on your TV.
Even if they hit us with EMP?
Yeah.
Well, if you get hit with an EMP, then obviously something's going on.
Yeah. I would say now what people should do at this point in time, pay attention to your surroundings. Watch out for the crazy people. If you see something that's off, say something like to your police station or call the FBI. There's FBI number out there. Say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. You know, this is kind of sketchy, especially for my area. So make sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings, people around you. If shit's different, if shit's going on, you need to tell other people. You know, we're not always over here talking about dumb shit and drama. You know, sometimes we'll bring that in here, but a lot of this podcast, what we wanted to do on this thing is bring out
awareness,
facts, talk about life, bring out awareness to what the sex traffic, and bring out awareness to the real life shit that actual people have to fucking deal with. Not, come on, you probably should have gave him more time. No, dog. What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, like you're saying right now, Snipe, like this topic, how many of y'all have ever had the conversation? I know we've had this conversation many a times. If shit was ever to hit the fan, do you have plans in place of who and where you're going to meet up with, who you're going to meet up with?
We've been talking
family,
friends. Do y'all have plans on how to communicate? Because you will not have cell phones.
We've been talking about it.
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
You know, do you need to find a place to bunker to where you can have clear shots of all exits in the building.
Get a group of your family that's close,
family,
that's around.
Friends.
Make sure you're talking, man. You got to talk to people, bro.
Got to communicate.
Like that's what I'm saying. People are more installed in this fucking cell phones and shit. Go and talk to your family. Make fucking plans if something like this was to happen. Not now. All of a sudden, now you're. If something was to happen, now you're caught with your dick in your hand because you don't know what to do. Now you're fucking bumbling around and trying to drive off like a fucking maniac to try to go help somebody over here. And you know what I'm saying? If you have this shit planned, bro, then it's a whole lot easier and you're not panicking when situations do come up.
Like one thing, like people down south for sure. A lot of people down here have like pigeons as pets, but they're carrier pigeons. You strap a little fucking piece of paper to their fucking foot and they fly to a certain area. When they get there, that's the rendezvous point of whoever else has carrier pigeons. But that pigeon will always come back home. So if communications through technology are zero, those people with pigeons will have no problem communicating.
No problem.
You know, or you carve in trees, take a knife, carve in a tree.
Learn
letters and numbers.
Morse code.
Learn Morse code.
Sign language. Both of them.
Or I mean, at the bare minimum, know your fucking compass, north, south, east, and west.
Yeah, God, please, yeah.
If you don't know that, you just fucked, bro.
Yeah, you're fucked.
I would say.
What up, Stoner?
Be around your area. Make sure you watch people. Pay attention to your area. Like I would say, within probably a good 2-block radius each way of your surrounding area. Make sure that you're in those areas, driving around, walking around, riding a bike, doing something. Get out in your neighborhood and maybe talk to people and be like, hey, you know, if you see this shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we're doing. We've had a lot of break-ins in apartment buildings and shit that I'm in. And that's what I've done. I've gone and talked to every neighbor that's here. And if there's a new one that moves in, I'm over there talking to them. Say, yay, I'm out here doing this. I'm the one watching your shit. So if anything happens or if you need help, come over here. This is my apartment. This is my number. We all got, you know what I'm saying? We all pay attention to especially our building over here. But, you know, I'm not saying this whole thing that I live in, but like that's what I do around my building to, you know what I'm saying, to protect my shit. That's what people should be doing.
I don't know if CBs would work, Canada. If they drop an EMP, I'm pretty sure those towers are going to be useless. It's going to be scrap metal.
I mean, you got CBs. CBs got to run off of something. They got to run.
Yeah, they got
generators. You know what I'm saying? Or gas generator, but
then
still,
you're
only going to have it for so long.
But even if you got the generator, the tower that uses the radio waves is still shot.
If they
you might be able to do. You might be able to do satellite phones, but then again, if you're getting bombarded and you're already at the point with an EMP, I'm probably sure they probably took down all our satellites and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're not. It's hard to say what we're gonna have at that point in hand. So you got to think of all variables.
Yeah, if they fucking hit us with an EMP, or if they knocked out our fucking power grid, dude, like to where it's the nation, the entire fucking nation is hit. We're going back 300 years. We're gonna go back. Well,
I'll say they knock out the power grid, half of the population is gone within the first 2 weeks.
Fuck yeah. Because you got to think, people with disabilities, people who are like meaning if you're diabetic and you need medicine, if you need any kind of medicine to stay alive and you can't get it,
done.
Yeah, if you're bound to the bed, old people's homes, those people, it will be bad. It will be fucking bad.
Oh, it'll be terrible.
We will go back, and the strong will fucking survive. If you don't know how to start a fire without one of these, if you don't know how to fucking, fish, hunt, clean a fish,
how to fish without a pole.
Exactly.
How to hunt without a gun.
Exactly, bro.
Do you know how to hunt without a gun? Do you know how to trap? Because if you don't have gun and ammunition, how you going to kill an animal?
Exactly.
You got to learn how to. Can you make a snare?
Security. Can you build?
We're not talking about a drum.
No,
not a snare drum. An actual snare. A piece of wire that you hang in the freaking bushes, and an animal runs through it, and it catches itself in it.
Yeah.
And you just go kill it with your bare hands. You skin it. You put it over a fire. You eat it. You don't have seasoning. You don't have none of that. You just eating to survive. You're getting protein.
Day by day. I believe, bro, that humans, we're not supposed to fucking have Dillons and Walmart and fucking Piggly Wiggly and fucking shit to go to get any amount of food, however much we want, as long as you got money.
Right. And what I'm about to say might sound fucked up, bro, but I think something like that would actually do the world good.
Me too.
I'm not trying to say that people need to die and shit like that, but actually going back 300 years society wise would do the world good. Because you would learn, you would learn to depend. You would learn to depend on a different set of skills, other than conveniency.
Yes, conveniency totally goes away. It rebuilds your work ethic in the true meaning of fucking life, man.
Exactly, the true meaning of life.
You're rich as fuck, bro, because you got your kids and your wife. She put out 15 children and she lived. She didn't die. That's why I'm rich. That's why I'm fucking I'm rich, because I have my cows and my farm and none of my animals fucking died and my crops grew and it rained when I asked God for it to rain. That's another thing. That shit, farming and living that lifestyle keeps you connected to God. Why? Because when you plant that seed, you look up and you ask God, let it rain. Let this seed grow.
Yeah. Like make my weed plant grow taller, God.
What up, last leg trucking?
Yes. Because it's medicine.
Right there. So many people don't have a clue, bro. They don't. They wake up, they go get a Starbucks coffee, then they go ride to McDonald's and get a hash brown. Then they come back home and they sit in the air condition and they watch TV. I'm guilty of it. I do it sometimes too, most of the time, because it's convenient.
Right.
But if push comes to shove, how do you think I grew up as a kid? We stayed in the woods, bro. We didn't come home till the street lights came on.
Right.
Mama yelling out the door, "Get your ass in the house."
Right. Those little berries that Ryan was picking and shit.
Yep, blackberries. That's another thing, bro. Do y'all know enough about botany of what's a good plant to eat, what's not, what's poisonous?
Kill you.
Yep.
Yes, bro. Mushrooms. What type of mushrooms are good to eat in the wild? Like, some of this shit can fuck you up, bro.
And yes, chill, Mike. Joshua is coming. He's on his way. He's on his way. Before it's all said and done, his people are going to be on top, man. And I ain't talking about the fucking Zionist Jews either.
This is a battle of good and evil, bro.
All of us. Shit.
Good and evil. Mm-hmm. I believe everyone here is good people. Do we all make mistakes and, you know, what's considered sins and this and that? Yes, we all do. Absolutely.
Of course, everybody does.
But see, the point of being close to God is, do you forgive yourself for committing those so-called sins? Because that's why he died on the cross, is for your sins to be forgiven. But if you don't forgive yourself, you won't make it.
Yeah, but we're not the ones over here that are gonna hide behind God and say some dumb shit and then be like, "Oh, I'm God fan."
Well, then
doing playing hands,
Jamie. My question, Jamie said, Bible speaks of the war going on in Israel right now. Why? Why? That's what I'm saying. My next question is, what Bible are we reading from? Are we reading the Bible that the Zionists rewrote? Are we writing? Are we reading the Bible that King James rewrote?
Right.
Because there's a reason why things say. I believe that certain things say in the Bible because they rewrote it. They rewrote it. They took out some stuff. If you take out stuff and you make people believe that we're the chosen people by writing it in there, you know, that's evil, man. That's manipulation through religion.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to say that. That's what that is. There are more than ever Zionist Christians being, you know, burnt out in this freaking earth because of Zionist Jews. Zionist Christians, all they are is it's basically Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk got a bunch of Jewish friends, and he is on board with that. Like,
well, okay, so going to the Bible. So we were all supposed to believe in one man, Jesus, Yahshua, you know, God. So what is all this TV?
In the Old Testament, it was Abraham.
Well, right.
That's why the Muslims say Abraham, you know.
But people don't look at that these days. They look at the TV screen. They see these celebrities and these, you know, basketball players and these politicians, and they look up to these false idols. Can you respect someone without idolizing them? Absolutely.
Hey, and I believe that, bro. Discernment for sure. Definitely have discernment. You know, but when it says that,
what's up, Eva?
When the Zionist Jews say that, it says in the Bible that, and even Zionist Christians say that, it says in the Bible that God's chosen people are the Zionist Jews. That is wrong. That is not right. They are Satanists. They are not God's chosen people.
Well, that's what we were talking about last podcast with church. You know, you got to trust your gut, trust your feelings on people. You can tell whether a person's a good person or not a good person, or a person that's hiding behind God and doing dumb shit and saying dumb shit outside of that. You know
Actions
what I'm saying?
speak louder than words.
You guys have eyes, ears, and in your own gut intuition. You guys can.
Okay, y'all hold it down for a second. I'll be right back.
You should be able to discern for yourselves of who's the good people, who's the bad people, maybe who to watch and who to be around and who not to be around.
Right.
You know.
And there are Jews, man, that they will tell you to your face that I'm better than you, homie. They spit in Israel, homie. The Christians, they will spit on them as they walk by. And I've seen the videos. That is real shit. These people think that they are fucking gods. The Rothschilds, the Rothschilds family, when they get treated like gods, man.
And you gotta think, dude, the Rothschilds, and like we said before, they've all like their family lineage is all incest. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep that shit in house. You know what I mean? So
exactly,
nobody else is getting their wealth, but them people. You know what I mean? So it's hard to get them people out of here with their wealth. You know what I'm saying? With as much money as they have, unless you go over there and you take out their whole family. You know what I'm saying? So because you're out, regardless how you look at it, they're all going to be and do the same shit because of how they grew up. So they're going to be still, you know, okay, like let's look at George Soros, the way he is. And then you look at his son, Eric. He grew up with his dad. His dad taught him how to do shit. So they're not the same person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even his son is even a little bit more of a hater than he is, or worse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Worse than he is. And then now all of a sudden, we got another billion. Once one dies off, we got 100 million more. You know what I'm saying? Because that person will have kids, and unless you take out whole family lineages, then we're just gonna have the same problems that we keep having.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, Death Kitty, and I was regarding to Ava's comment. God's chosen people are Christians. That's what I was taught, and I was gonna say yes because of Jesus. Because of Jesus, that is why. And the Jews do not believe that Jesus is the Messiah. They don't. Even the non-Zionist Jews, they don't believe that he is the Messiah. Because if you look at, they're the ones, the regular Jew, go back, they're connected to the rabbis, the high priests. The ones that when they went before Pilate, and Pilate was like, "Do you want Barabbas or do you want Jesus?" And they said, "Barabbas, Barabbas." This man, then he said, "Hold up, man, hold up. I don't think you know what you're saying now. This man robbed and killed people. He's a murderer, and he's a thief. He didn't do anything wrong. Which one do y'all want?" They said, "Barabbas, Barabbas, bro." I'm just saying, who were those people? Those were the Jews that were in Palestine. Wasn't called Israel, it was Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
They were there. There were Jews and Muslims that lived amongst each other peacefully. So,
yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, American Crow, forgive me. There are some Jews that do believe that he was the Messiah, but I'm talking about the ones who killed him. You are correct.
Which, like I said, we don't know everything. We're talking to you guys like we would be talking on the phone with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like real life situations and shit like this. This is, like I said, this is why we did this. We started this podcast is to inform you guys of what's going on, what we see, what maybe the stuff that we know, You know what I'm saying? It's not, yeah, sometimes there's this drama bullshit that happens, but other than that, we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're here to inform you guys that whether you take it and you do with whatever you want to do with it, but you know, that's all up to you. That, like I said, that's your discernment, whether we're good guys or we're bad guys, or you're gonna believe what we say. I mean, you guys, like I said, you guys could do your own research, go read books, do your own research on shit. You don't have to necessarily take what we say and go with that. You know, go do your own stuff, and you'll see what we're talking about has been truth.
Right. Well, what it is when this internet is no more, hopefully some of the things we say help y'all in life after the internet when it becomes a survival game.
Right. So you're not just going into the shit blind. So you maybe have some information, that you can go off of and whatnot. Try to understand why some of these things are going to happen. Because I'm telling you, look, man, a lot of people think that George Floyd was bad and all that shit was bad. Watch. You just watch.
That was the beginning.
Yeah, shit's about to ramp up.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's about to ramp up, man. Especially if Israel says something. When they're like,
well, why?
Ramp up, man.
Well, why is Israel the only country that doesn't give direct answers on their nuclear power program?
Right?
They demand every other country give information about their nuclear power programs. But if Israel's asked Netanyahu over there, he will defer that question 100 times.
And they're the biggest country out there right now with the biggest pedophile problem. I mean, they got more pedophiles per square inch than anybody. Everybody.
And who was connected to the Israel CIA type fucking shit? Your boy old Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Yep.
Israel was on his shit, man. I'm telling you. Well, then now we're getting into the blackmail fucking shit and why everybody's moving a certain fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
But
yep.
And that goes.
It's just we living in wild times, y'all.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm sure every generation before us has said those same words. Oh man, it's wild. This is some wild times.
Uncle Will was talking about blackout soon.
I'd agree with that. I'm sure it's coming.
I don't know. Maybe.
Or an attempt will be coming. Now, whether a successful attempt or an unsuccessful attempt is yet to be known, but I think that would be the number one thing, because if they could initiate a blackout, it would make the rest of the tactics they have 100 times easier.
Snipe.
Well, so Jamie, the Trump is not on the Epstein list. He was on a flight list. Okay, so there's a different story between list of people that have went over to Epstein shit and done some crazy shit, and then there's people that have flown on his shit and maybe have gotten over there and said, no, fuck all that. And then especially back in the day, like I said, we've all made mistakes. We've all done some dumb fucking shit. But once he found out and he seen for his own eyes when he was doing The Apprentice and shit, I think that's when it was around that time. He went over there, got on his flight, talked to him and shit, and had him around him. But then he found out what he was doing outside of the character that he was showing Trump at the time. He was playing a character, so he was getting around people. Okay, and then Trump found out who he was. Then he said, nah. He backed off him. He pushed him away. Now all these other people. The problem with the list not coming out is because of big higher ups. People with billions of dollars are on that list.
People no one even knows their name.
We're talking about actors. We're talking about basketball players. We're talking about. We're talking about like top people like George Soros and all these people's names you don't know, like
these
people
Zionist Jews, bro. I'm telling you.
People that are in our government, like people that are like part of the Congress, part of the Senate, part of because like I said, some of these people. And there's a lot of people that don't know this. A lot of these people that are in the Senate and in Congress,
Cass, he did not. He did
they
not
have.
participate.
They have no. He didn't.
I don't think so.
They have handlers. These people have handlers, Jewish handlers, and there's. I think it was. I think Charlie Kirk is the one that said it. That all these people that are like, let's talk about Lindsey Graham. He's a handler. Show. He's a warmonger. He has a handler that's a Jew. They work for him. They do secretary work for these
Kanye West,
people.
Bro.
They do all this shit. Their work as like handlers like
Kanye West's handler is his trainer. They just it's jobs they get around them. They could be their hairstylist. They could be their fucking clothes stylist. It could be their. That's the reason why when you go sign a label and shit,
you never know.
They send you 1,000 fucking people at you so they can infiltrate your fucking soul. And then once they infiltrate your soul and they get to do whatever they want to you, and then next thing you know, you're like fucking what's his name, Kid Cudi wearing dresses.
Yeah.
Okay. And they tell you got to put this fucking dress on to go perform on SNL. Yep. And you're gonna get paid, $10 million.
It's the same thing, bro. Like, okay, so we'll go with this. Okay, this has happened like within this last year, where okay, so we go with the LGBTQ thing. That JoJo Siwa was one of the youngest kids that came out of MTV and shit like that. Now all of a sudden she's straight as a motherfucker.
Right.
And she's denouncing the LGBTQ because she said back when she was younger it was getting pushed on her. So this is what people tend to pass over. They don't look at. I know people live their own lives and you have your own worries, but you got to pay attention to what the fuck people are saying and doing. How people are now on one side and now they're on this side saying, hey, this person like did this and now I'm this way. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm straight as an arrow and dating a man now, and now you're denouncing the LGBT. It's just.
I think what's going on in America is what Hitler was preventing in Germany.
Because Hitler was a Christian.
This is what he was trying to prevent in Germany, and the Zionist Jews wasn't having it.
And he was against them motherfuckers.
He didn't know who was bad and who was not, so he went after every one of them.
And they twisted his image, fucked his image up, made stamps on his image, just like they do to who? We're seeing it right in front of our faces. Donald Trump.
Yep.
Homie. If they're doing it right now to this man that we can see, it's happening right in front of our faces. What makes you think they wouldn't do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to look at the playbook. It's been going on since the beginning of time. People want to control other people. It's all about control. If you can control the masses, you remain in power.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you control them? Through education.
Education, entertainment.
Education is one of the
food.
biggest ones.
Take away their birthrights.
Well, I think it was actually Church who posted on his stories the other day, like the gladiators or prisoners of these empires throughout history, that they kept the prisoners malnourished. They were fucking with your food. So if you ever wanted to fight back, you did not have the strength to fight back. What are they doing in America right now?
The shots. I mean,
you got
look
dyes
at
in your food. You've got all these additives and processed sugars, and they're making you weak.
That's what I'm saying. Look at what happened with the shots. Now people are saying, what now that they got fucking played? Oh, now I got cancer. How did I end up getting cancer? And I'm 13 or even younger. You know what I'm saying? So they play people, man. It's been the Dems playbook for fucking ever. To be honest with you, I read a thing on the thing. It was like, damn, I can't remember what it was saying, but
it's higher, bro.
Bro. It's like they push the shit for depopulation. It's deportation. They you know, no, it's depopulation, and then they try to do away with abortion. No, it's depopulation. It's crazy but people, like I said, people live their own lives and they don't pay attention to shit. They don't listen to shit. They don't go up and research it themselves. They'll listen to the internet or on TV, the news stations, and be like, oh, that's got to be what's going on, and this is what, you know, is happening. And it's not that. You have to pay attention. Open your eyes and ears, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is a test.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Jamie,
they've been running the fucking test, and they ain't stopped the fucking test.
It would be awesome to go vacation outside the United States. But for one, I'm not getting a vaccine just to go visit a place. Guess what? They got Google Earth. I'll look at pictures. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not getting shit. Fuck that, nigga. I'll be damned. I ain't left. Well, I ain't never left. I ain't never, ever fucking left this damn country. Don't plan on it. I used to want to fucking go to China and shit just to get some real fresh noodle and fucking egg roll. But, you know, fuck that. I don't understand why Chinese people can't be cool, man. They're cool here, you know. The ones that been here since, you know, long time, and they've been cooking fucking orange chicken for us and fried rye. I'm down with them.
But there's a difference in the people. Some people come here to actually better their lives and become an asset to the fucking country. And there's other people that come here to just cause chaos and fuck shit up.
Okay, so the difference is the people that come over here to pay, to go to school, to try to get their citizenship the right way. Them are the people that are actually going to want to do shit over here and have a good life for themselves. These other ones that are just coming over here illegally and shit, them are the ones that are not good. They're the ones that are doing the worst in America. These are the people we need to get the fuck out of here.
They fucking it up for the ones that do want to do it legal too, because the longer that they come in this bitch illegally, the longer we're gonna have to try to get their ass out. Makes it longer for the ones that's trying to come in legally, you know, because we got America can't hold an outrageous number of people. Like, there's only a certain amount of land and resources on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? And like, come on, man. I mean, that's at least that's what they tell us.
So I read an article too that was on Instagram that the doctors that pushed the COVID shot, the even the littlest amount was like $1.5 million for each doctor every time somebody got shot up with that bullshit.
What?
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, bro. So
Pfizer made freaking trillions.
They say when you trust your doctors, I would trust your gut and do your own research on shit. That's my suggestion to you people.
I'll die in my bed before I go to the doctor.
That's why the doctors' offices are called doctors practitioner. They're practicing to be doctors. They're practicing the shit on humans. They're practicing on you.
Well, yeah, it's practice.
They don't know shit either.
They're testing new stuff. We're guinea pigs, bro. It's like we're fucking lab rats.
I know fucking guinea pig. They ain't getting me. Fuck that.
Well, see, my old family doctor.
I was 7.
My old family doctor, he actually retired, but you used to go to him. He wouldn't try to shove pills down your throat or this prescription, or you had a cough. Oh, go home. I know he's only 6 years old, but give him a little teaspoon of whiskey and some honey. That'll get rid of that cough real quick.
Love, Jamie.
You know, he actually studied medicine. He didn't study to be a doctor. He studied medicine. There's a difference.
Mm.
You want to be a doctor? A doctor should be like a surgeon. They help fix you. But even surgeons these days, there's actually a fucking TV show called Dr. Death. The dude was intentionally killing patients during leaving fucking gauze and shit in their body and becoming infected, and they'd fucking die and fucking dude, it's wild, bro. Like there's sick people in this world that just
fuck them, dude.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
I hate hospitals, bro. I hate it with a fucking passion, man.
I guess I'm old school when it comes to that, bro.
Iran warned Trump if he activated sleeper cells in the U.S. if we were attacked. Wait, what?
Wait, what? Where you at?
Chill Mike said NBC saying Iran warned Trump it would activate sleeper cells in the U.S. if we were attacked. Oh, damn.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey. It's summertime, bro. You know, technically hunting season is shut down right now for rednecks. So don't activate a hunting season. It's not going to end well for you.
I wonder what the fuck that means.
That means if you bomb us, we're going to start activating sleeper cells. We're going to start causing chaos in your fucking on your land.
Okay.
Hey, bro.
I'll bet. Fuck it. Let's go. Fuck it. Let's go, man.
Challenge accepted. Get it going then.
Better not come to Andover, Kansas, son.
Well, they've been trying to assassinate Trump, the Iranian. I mean,
but
they've been saying it. Even the leader of Iran said it. They've been trying to assassinate Trump, so it's been going on. So what he did, I don't see out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Like he did the right thing. You know, especially after the threats and shit. So I see it as he did what he had to do. But my thing is he should have took out Israel's nukes too, not just Iran's. He should have took out Israel's shit too. That's the only. God damn, I wish he would have done, you know,
both.
But
we need to quit fucking. Israel needs to get off the tit of America and just fucking go fight their own shit.
Right.
Quit dragging America into bullshit, man.
Yeah.
But like I've said it before, that America should have no foreign policy with these other countries. If we can't build it or grow it here, we don't fucking need it.
Right. Exactly. The minute we started buying all our shit everywhere else we fucked up. We
became dependent on other countries.
Yeah. We need to keep everything here. We are fine, dude, man. We don't need a fucking McDonald's on every fucking corner. We don't need a fucking Wendy's. We don't need a fucking Pizza Hut. We don't need a fucking any of this Taco Bell shit. We don't need any of that shit.
Matter of fact, let me look that up. How many McDonald's are there worldwide?
We don't need none of that shit. Start selling your own clothes and shit.
Yeah. There is as of 2023, there are 41,800 McDonald's locations worldwide.
That's ridiculous. That we don't need none of that. We don't need that shit.
Not shit that they're putting shit into. That's for sure.
Well, but they say if you go to like a McDonald's in like fucking China, the food is completely different. Which the food in general is completely different because they don't. It's America, bro. America is the fucking most obese country in the world. It's the most fucking it's the most fat. It's the most ill country in the world. I mean, fucking people are just sick all the fucking time. But it's the shit we're putting in our bodies, bro.
Sucks, man.
Because it's convenient.
I think he posted something on his IG the other day about there's this girl that was on TikTok that was talking about all the shit that these restaurants did. There was like comment section they were telling like what Subway did with like their meats and shit, like how these places are telling you that they're freshly made but they're not, they're frozen, and they're using shit meat, they're using this, they're doing that. So it's good to watch.
Was it a documentary?
Huh?
Was it a documentary?
No, I think Jody posted it on his Instagram.
Oh, okay.
No.
Hey, did you guys watch Trump address the nation the other day or yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah,
I didn't.
I'm about to say, yeah. Let me see. Let me share this shit.
right there.
My shit is fucking lagging, bro.
Well, chill, Mike. I did see Putin pulled support from Iran.
He sure did. He knows better.
He did.
He don't want nothing to do with it.
Nope.
Good shit. Putin, see, look, man.
And he's bringing peace with Ukraine.
Come on, brother. See, he's doing his job, man.
Well, be a fucking leader. Quit being a fucking nuisance to the world. Be a leader of the world.
Hey, man.
Amen.
Come on, dude.
Hey, look, man. Putin will fucking come in on a fucking white horse with a fucking white satchel with no shirt on. I ain't never seen nobody ever do that shit. For real.
The
it would be
days
badass.
of old.
Trump just ride on in. Right on in. Damn, how long does it take, man? Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Watch this and go and cook some steaks.
Bet.
You sharing audio?
Thank you very much. A shortened strikes on the three key nuclear.
You good? You good?
Okay.
Facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people. The world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. Whoa. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill.
Damn.
Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Damn, that's all he fucking said, bro. Damn.
He said, you got to remember too, dude, that he's got to play nice with everybody. Okay, you hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you play nice, nice with people, they're not gonna know if they're in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of play. Oh, yeah, he did a good job. Good for you. You brought troops in there and you helped us out. Cool, but you know that's not taking them off the line either. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're still on the hook for the bullshit that they've done.
Well, time will tell.
Yeah. And I think when he's talking about the other areas, he's talking about the ones that are there's. I think there was. I want to believe they took out 3, but I think there was like 7 or 8 total sites, plus the one that's secret that Iran or that Israel has. And I think they have a couple, but I think he's talking about like getting rid of all of them. That means they're bullshit too.
Yeah, it needs to be done.
They need to just get rid of fucking Israel. Fucking cut the cancer out.
Well, see, we need to get rid of Israel and whatever the fuck is fucked up in Iran. Because there's some fucked up shit going on over there with the terrorists and bombing people and shit.
Well,
the regime and shit. That ain't fucking cool.
Look, bro, the term America first means America first.
Yeah,
fuck all these other countries. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Fuck all y'all.
Instead of America first, how about America only?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't make me run for president, goddammit.
It's a good one. I'm with it. I'll vote for it.
All right. Well, hey, America only, motherfuckers. All right, y'all. I'm about to go throw some fucking beef on the fucking grill.
Hell yeah.
America. Much love, y'all.
Yeah, baby.
Chat. Appreciate
Creek
y'all
Squad,
being here. As always,
good.
Love all y'all. Creek Squad.
Oh, girl, twerk. Bowl the race. Bowl the race.